Welcome to Weapons Education. Let's look at a bunch of firearms right now, particularly Kimber. This is a Kimber video. I called it Kimber Shootout. I've got 9 Kimbers on the table. We're going to talk about why they cost what they cost, why I like them, or possibly even dislike them. But I tell you right now, if I buy a firearm, it means I like them. These are some of the finest 1911s made in mass production in the United States. They're not in the Ed Brown category, but they're right up there. So they're very, very good, high quality firearms. What I'm going to say off the bat here, when you buy a Kimber, before we look at each one individually, when you buy a Kimber, one thing you want to know, and it's going to come up, they all have plastic mainspring housings. You know what though? I'm having zero issues with jamming or anything like that, or hiccups, so it's not an issue to me. But you're paying a lot of money, it's going to come up. They also come with only one magazine. That's going to come up. But there's so many good qualities about this company. They're an American-made company, and there's so many good things we want to speak about here. Let's get into it. First of all, when you get a Kimber, you're going to want to break it in with about 500 rounds, use the Winchester white box, and just go blast away. And now you'll know if your Kimber is ready for concealment and ready to start shooting some hollow points at the range, and then shoot like 100 hollow points at the range, and you'll know you'll be good to go. And I think you'll find out you'll be very happy with your Kimber. It comes with the polished feed ramp, and we're going to talk about some things here now. So let me talk to you real quick here. I'm going to move briefly. I want to talk about the history of Kimber, the company, briefly, to bring some education to the channel. Kimber was founded as Kimber of Oregon in 1979 by Greg and Jack Warren in a small town called Clackamas, Oregon. Pretty cool story. Following its founding, Kimber of Oregon, they had a huge reputation for accurate .22 long rifle caliber rifles. That's really what put Kimber on the map way back when, in 1979. And then they got a second manufacturing plant in Colton, Oregon. But in the late 1980s, remember when the stock market crashed? I don't know if anyone knows about Black Monday, 1987. I think it was October 24th or so, 87. And they got hurt. So they folded up, Kimber of Oregon folded up, it was sold, and a bunch of Kimber employees at the time, including Dan Cooper, left, and they found Cooper Firearms of Montana, a separate company now, and you can Google them. But what's cool is in the mid-1990s, a gentleman named Greg Wayne, one of the original people who founded Kimber of Oregon, he just believed in Kimber so much that they went back and he got a financial backer named Les Edelman, and they founded Kimber of America. And this is when this company really started to rock in the mid-1990s. And they actually, at this moment right now, they're looking to build a facility in Ridgefield, New Jersey. That's over 31,000 square feet. Now, this is according to their website. They are the #1 largest producer of 1911s in America. That's pretty huge. Like I said, they're pricey. We're going to talk about that. Let's see. What else can I tell you real quick? The LAPD SWAT team, they tested 5 major 1911 brands and chose Kimber. The United States Marines assigned to the Special Operations Command chose Kimber. The USA Shooting Rapid Fire Pistol Team trains for Olympic competition with the Kimber. I'm going to show you one of the firearms here in a moment that they use. And then most recently, LAPD SIS transitioned to Kimber. So Kimber's got something going right. And they, according to the website, they all chose Kimber for the same reason: quality, dependability, and accuracy. Okay, now let's talk about each firearm. And by the way, now one of these firearms has a rail on it. The rail will add a little bit of additional weight to your Kimber. I do like rails. I don't know why none of these have a rail on it. It just happened to be the way it is. And like I said, some of these are Carlos's. He'll say hello here at the end, and some of these are mine. The trigger pull on all of these Kimbers is about 4 to 5 pounds. Very light. Let me just grab one and show you all these safety check guns. Okay, let me just give you an example here. Please zoom in very close here. Say hello.
Hi everybody.
Look at this. That's one of the best parts about a Kimber, or any 1911 for that matter, is the trigger pull. I mean, look, there's nothing. There's nothing there. It's just bang. Let me do it again. It's just a light trigger. That's what really makes it so special. Now, field stripping a Kimber is a whole separate video. What I'm going to show you here, and I don't know if we can zoom in on this, but we'll try. Can you? I don't think you can't see it. There's a little, on the guide rod, there's a little hole here, but you can't see it. And then it comes with a pin. It's a strange disassembly process. You got to put this pin in it or a paper clip, and then that'll take the tension off. But we'll do a separate video on disassembling a Kimber. Should a Kimber be your first firearm? Probably not, because it's a little tricky. Not tricky, but it's different to disassemble. You may want to just jump into with like a Glock, a lower cost gun. But let's just talk about Kimbers right now. So field stripping is a totally different video, and they all have internal extractors. All the guns on this table. Kimber at one time had some external extractors on their firearms. They ran into some issues, even though I talked to some buddies who have other big gun channels, and they say, you know, their external extractors on their Kimbers give them no problems, except you really got to clean them out really well. But these are all internal extractors. Also, some of these are custom shop and some of them are not. The ones that are custom shop, what sets them apart, I mean, some of the obvious things is the beauty and all the craftsmanship and the extra serrations, and the grips are higher end and the sights are higher end. But the custom shop will have ambi safety, okay, on all of them. They'll also have night sights, and the attention to detail on the custom shop Kimbers really just blows you away. They're among the most beautiful 1911s on the planet. I'm going to tell you which one is my favorite, bar none, on the table, because it's the gun that I carry almost every day. All right, let's look at each gun now and go through it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this here and start with this one here. And please just zoom in on the gun. Thank you. This is called the Custom 2. Now, I'm going to give you the retail prices on every firearm, just from here to here. Thank you. This Custom 2 retails at $828, and for Kimber, that's not all that expensive. Why do you pay these type of prices? Well, just talking out loud, you got serrations all around the firearm, the attention to detail, the high quality. In particular to me, the quality of the steel, if it's a steel frame, or some of these are aluminum frame, and the quality of the aluminum is what really makes them what they cost. Also the attention to detail and how they have a lot of hands-on craftsmanship. This gun here, it weighs, I'm going to talk about weight a lot. This is a heavier firearm. This one weighs 38 ounces. It's a full steel firearm. The Custom 2, 5-inch. It's one of the lower cost Kimbers, like I said. The trigger does have an aluminum match grade trigger, right around 4 pounds, very light trigger pull. Let's go to the next one, and this is just to give you an idea of what Kimber might be right for you. Okay, here's the next one. All right, this is called the Tactical Custom HD2. Did I give you the price yet? $828 on the first one. This one cost, I'll tell you right now, retail, $1,333. Very pricey. And this even weighs more. This is 39 ounces. Weight's a big issue with me. And it's got a full stainless steel frame. They're all about 1.2 something inches. This one's 1.28 inches in width. This has got a 5-inch barrel. Grips, beautiful laminated. That's another thing. When you buy a Kimber, you're really paying for super high quality grips. You don't have to replace your grips when you buy a Kimber, in my opinion. They're all just beautiful, laminated, double diamond Kimber logos on some of them, just really sweet. $1,333, and you're looking at a 5-inch package here. Beautiful 1911s. Let's go to the next one. Now this one here, this is the one, I got it standing there. This is the one that the Olympic team uses. Their grips are slightly different. The U.S. shooting rapid-fire pistol team trains for the Olympic competition with this gun. It's got special sights on it, not the night sights, but the special sights which are adjustable and for target shooting. Stainless steel, the slide is stainless steel, the frame is stainless steel, magazine capacity is 8, a hefty 38 ounces, kind of heavy, but this is $1,519. So that's a retail price. You know, on Kimbers, from what I found out, is that there's not much of a markup for gun shops. There's not much of a profit margin for gun shops on Kimbers. Kimber makes it pretty difficult for the gun shops to make a lot of money on these. So if you can get up, 10% off on a retail price, I think you're doing pretty good. I don't want to talk about prices too much, but I'll give you the retail prices. But I know Kimbers are hard to negotiate a good deal on. But super amazing triggers, polished feed ramps, super high quality, serrations all around. Let's go to the next one. And I'm just trying to show you different Kimbers, so if you're thinking of buying a Kimber, you can say, all right, I've seen this video, this is the one I want. And we'll talk about lower cost firearms in the future, but for now, since I have all these here on the table, we'll talk about it. Now, really, you got a really good close look at this one? This one is gorgeous. This one is, well, I'll tell you the winner at the end. You tell me what you think as we go along through these guns. This is the Stainless Ultra Raptor 2. $1,359 retail, weight only 25 ounces. Remember the other ones at 38, 39 ounces? That's a huge difference. Yeah, 7 plus 1 instead of 8 plus 1, but I shoot this the best of all these Kimbers. This one right here. This baby, that's a sweet. I'm going to turn around, show you the top, and show you some stuff that the custom shop does with this in a moment. It's got an aluminum frame, not steel. That brings the weight down. 3-inch barrel, not 4 or 5. That brings the weight down. But I tell you, the accuracy is right there. And their aluminum is not just your average aluminum. If you go to Kimber's website, and I called them before I did this video, and I spoke to one of their technicians. Yeah, the quality of the products they use is not the norm. It's higher end aluminum. It really is. And it's all higher end parts. Width 1.28 inches, barrel length 3, like I said. But let's just look at this gun. Match grade, trigger, everything you would want. I really want to take a close look at this because this is, as us gun enthusiasts, this is a thing of beauty. Okay, you got a nice look at that side. Look at the top of the gun. Look at the serrations across the top. Talk about a Raptor. This is sweet. Look at the front serrations. I mean, that's gripping. I'll put it that way. Look at the Kimber logo, the wood. When I seen this at a gun show one day, I was like, it took me a nanosecond. I didn't even know I was buying a gun that day. I have to have this. And the way I carry this, by the way, I'm glad I thought of that, is I have the paddle holster, custom, from our Armory Express outlet, by the way. That's the way to go, is the custom holsters. I'll put a link below to the store, and for Christmas, these holsters are flying off the shelf. If you're going to buy a holster, do it now for custom so you get it by Christmas. And then for the ankle, I carry a different Kimber, I'll show you here in a moment, on an ankle holster. And then if I want to carry spare magazines, I do it custom with a paddle like this. And if I want to carry, if I'm at night, I'll carry a spare magazine with a high-end flashlight like a Phoenix. And so I have a magazine and a flashlight at night with a paddle system. So that's my carry system. Or, please zoom up. The reason why I like these 3-inch Kimbers so much is if you don't have a holster handy, you don't want to wear a holster, you don't want to have to cover it up. Look at this. It's gone. That's gone. It's 25 ounces. It's like not even there. All right, so this 3-inch Kimber, pretty tough to beat. Pretty tough to beat. Let's look at the next one. That was the stainless Ultra Raptor 2. The next one here to discuss is this one here. Okay, this is a beauty. Whew. Stainless Pro Raptor 2. $1,359. Weight 35 ounces. So it's 10 more ounces than the one I just showed you previously. But to me, the stainless products here, and then again, you got the top here from the custom shop, all of the beautiful serrations, the front, all the serrations, the back, all the serrations. Of course, you got the safety here, the ambi safeties on the custom shop. You got night sights on the custom shop. You know, you're going to get what you pay for. You're going to get what you pay for, and after your break-in period, you can be confident that you're not going to have jamming issues with these guns. I promise. I've got thousands of rounds through these babies. This barrel length is 4 inches. Trigger, of course, is aluminum match grade. Frame on this is stainless steel. That's why it's got the extra 10 ounces to it. And there you go. That's that one. $1,359. The stainless Pro Raptor 2. Okay, next firearm is this one here, another beauty. Now see that the colors are inverted on this one, and you can tell the sights are different on this one. This is the Grand Raptor 2. Listen to the price of this one, $1,587. That's pricey. I wish they gave you 2 magazines. That's one thing I even told them on the phone. Come on, we're paying $1,500 for a gun, and you can't give us 2 magazines. But they're super high quality, so you got to buy a spare mag. I got like 7, 8 spare magazines with all these guns. Weight 38 ounces. Ambi, of course, because this one's a custom shop. So as you can see, the top is beautifully serrated all around the whole gun. Has a lot of craftsmanship on it. Just feels really well in your hands. It's just perfect. You know, this is a keeper. You know, something like this. 5 inches, Kimber logo, match grade trigger, of course, 4 pounds, very light trigger pull. I mean, that's why I think I shoot these 1911s so well, is the trigger pull on them. The Ed Brown, I shoot fairly well, but not as well as that Ultra Raptor 2. That's, to me, that I shoot that the best, along with one of the next ones I'm about to show you. The last one I'll show you. Okay, let's see what's next here. The Pro, this is called the Pro. Let me show you this side for a change. Okay. This is called the Pro CDP2. Very lightweight, 28 ounces. And it's got a aluminum frame. That's, you know, it's for a 4-inch gun to be 28 ounces. This is pretty sweet. Think of the 3-inch guns that are 25 ounces. For 3 ounces more, you've got a 4-inch barrel, and I think that's pretty sweet. It's because it's got this super high quality aluminum that reduces weight. Ambi both sides, beautiful rosewood grips, premium aluminum. Kimber keeps preaching that, and I have to agree with them. After shooting these firearms, like I said, thousands and thousands of rounds, very rare to have a failure, especially after the break-in period. And I use Winchester white box on pretty much all my guns. That's what I like to go to the range with, and that's what Ed Brown told me to use. So I'm going along with them. Here's the price on this: $1,318. Pricey, but you know, this is a gun that's I don't think is really gonna go down in value too much. You know, of course, anything used is a little bit less, but over the years, these are heirloom type products. So, yeah, you get what you pay for, like I said. The next gun here is called a Super Custom. Another one from the Crimson, the custom shop. Let's look at this side. Here, I'm gonna look at this side. There you go. Super Carry Custom. Weight 31 ounces. Now look at this. It's got the rounded butt. It's got the serrations on the back. This is the only one I've showed you of the whole group that has a rounded butt. I like that for carry, a lot, a lot. I like the ambi safety, a lot. Material aluminum, I like that. I like the serrations on the top. If you're gonna spring and buy a Kimber, I'm not trying to spend your money, but I would get a custom shop one, just so you get all this attention to detail. They're just a thing of beauty, and they just shoot so perfect. 5-inch barrel, stainless steel, match grade bushing. Everything about these firearms are incredible. Wow, this one's expensive. You ready for this? $1,530 retail. $1,530. And okay, last but not least, here's a beauty here. And this is the only one of the bunch that has a laser on it, and it's got the crimson laser built in. This is what I keep on my ankle. Weight, nothing, 25 ounces. Price, $1,156 retail. A buddy of mine just bought one of these the other day, per my recommendation. He went and shot it today, and he's very happy with it. He likes the fact that it's got the laser in it. I like the fact that it's got the laser in it. I keep it on my ankle. And let's see, the finish is a beautiful satin silver finish. And it's material is aluminum. And what else can I tell you about this? Of course, the rosewood grips, crimson laser trace. I told you the weight's only 25 ounces. The best two shooters in the group, to me, are these two right here. These two 3-inch Kimbers. The Ultra Raptor 2 and the Ultra Crimson Carry 2. This one and this one are my two favorites, and my favorite of the whole entire group has to be, bar none, this one. That Raptor is something sweet. So there you have it. What I want to do is bring Carlos in to say goodbye to you all, because we were laughing earlier. I'll let him tell you. We couldn't believe how much money we spent on these guns until we did this review, and we didn't realize how pricey they were. So let me get Carlos, come have a seat. All right, Carlos drove a long way today and brought some of his Kimbers over. Carlos, thank you.
No problem.
He's a good dude. And boy, you got into Kimbers in a big way. Why did you get so many Kimbers?
Man, I started this collection, I think it was this year, this year. Started in March for my birthday. I bought my first one, and I keep adding and see one. I liked it, and as we were mentioning those prices, man, I was out there in my calculator, adding them up together.
It's more expensive than you realize.
Yeah, it's
quite a collection.
Yeah, and I got.
They're about half mine and half his. He brought a lot of Kimbers over.
Yeah. Then I got two more coming in. I got the Kimber Solo. That's a 9mm small one.
Oh, I saw that online today.
Yeah, we got that one coming. I got the Super Carry, the Ultra also, and I got a 10mm coming that I'm working on.
Yeah, that's sweet. Talk about 10mm. Zoom in on this one here, please. You picked this up just today, right?
Today.
Yeah, and that's very sweet. That's a Colt Delta Elite 10mm, among one of my favorites. So we'll do a video on this and compare it to my 10mm. We'll go to the range and things like that and take a look back up. We'll say goodbye. But I wanted to thank Carlos for bringing over those Kimbers today so we could make this video. And I want to thank you, the audience, and my wife. I want to thank you for helping with the videos. It takes a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. Thank you for your support. As always, I will see you next time. Bye.